Good morning, everyone. Thank you for stopping by and watching my video. My name is Amanda Waldhart and you are at amandasinspirationstation.com. Whether you're watching this on YouTube, if you like the video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And there is my cat. Apparently he wants to help today. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. If not, I would also love for you to hop on over to Amanda's Inspiration Station and like my blog. And I do newsletters with class schedules, online classes, live events. I do all kinds of things. So today is my weekly Wednesday. And every Wednesday I get on here and I show some new products. I do 2 projects. And today I'm going to do some brand spanking new projects. Yay! With new product. It is June 3rd. Today, Stampin' Up's new annual catalog is going live with all new products. So I'm really excited about this because last month I was showing all my favorite things that were being retired. And today I'm going to show you some of my new favorite things. All right, so as a demonstrator, we are allowed to purchase some items, not everything out of the catalog, but some items a month prior, ahead of time. So we had a list, and of course I loved all of it, so pretty much I ordered all of it. And today I am going to show you a project, 2 projects actually, and we are going to be using this new bundle, Jar of Flowers. Nope, wrong punch. We're gonna be using that punch though too. So today we are using the Jar of Flowers stamp set and the new Mason Jar punch. Super excited because we're gonna do lots of blends, some stamping. We're gonna do all kinds of fun stuff and I'm really excited about this, okay? So we are going to do that. Now we are using another stamp set today. For the wording, we're using Blossoms in Bloom. This is also a new stamp set, but on this today, we're only going to be using the thank you, okay? I do love this stamp set and I have had a chance to play around with it a little bit, but today we're only going to use a sentiment out of it. All right, so let me show you the projects that we're going to do. Excuse me. So the first project that we're going to do is we're going to do this cute little treat bag. This is easier than you think. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And inside, I don't know, actually before I show you the inside, let's pull it up a little bit closer and let me see if I can zoom in. You can see the Wink of Stella. So pretty. Of course, I have to have a heart on it because I love the hearts. And that's where the dog punch comes in. Got to have that heart. I love that heart. Okay, see how we're going to do lots of pretty coloring with our blends. And then we're going to use the treat bag. And I just have some Lifesaver mints in there. I love Lifesaver mints. I have them in my classroom all the time for all my ladies and for myself. So that is what we're going to use. But look at, we got new gingham ribbon. This is Just Jade. New in color, Just Jade. The background piece is also Just Jade in the Designer Series 6x6. The ribbon, I mean, it's just gorgeous. I love this color. This is my new favorite in color. So we're gonna do this bag. And then we're also gonna do a shaker card today. Shaker card. So see, there's the thank you, and we're going to emboss it. We're gonna heat emboss it. And then we got also some new Just Jade ribbon. I love the new in color ribbon. It is so soft. Again, I have colored this with the blends, and we also have used our Wink of Stella to give it a little bit of glimmer. And then we have our shaker card. Okay, so this class is going to be a little bit longer today than probably 20 minutes, but we're going to go ahead and dive right in. Now, today starts the annual catalog. So all the goodies are right inside. If you go online and you place a minimum order of $35 and you use this hostess code, you will get these 2 projects sent to you in the mail, cut, prepped, and bagged. They will not be stamped, but they will all be ready for you as a card kit to do at home. And then you will also receive in your email a PDF that shows the pictures and the supply list, the measurements of both the card and the bag, okay? Not only will you get these 2 projects, but you will also get next Wednesday's 2 projects, which clearly I can't tell you what those are yet. But you will get 4 projects for using this hostess code and a minimum of $35 or more. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to get out my paper trimmer because we are going to need to score some stuff here, cut and score. Now the size paper that we are going to need is an 8 by 5.5. So basically, you take 1 piece of cardstock, and that's an 8.5 by 11. You're basically cutting it in half. So it's like the size of a card base, but you need to trim it off a little bit because this would normally be an 8.5, and you need to cut it down to an 8, okay? But with the long side across the top, we are gonna score it at 1 1/8. So right now I'm just gonna score 1 1/8. Then we're gonna score it at 3 3/4. So I'm gonna slide over here, score it at 3 3/4. Then I'm gonna score it at 4 7/8. Go over here, 4 7/8. And then we're gonna do at 7.5, okay? We're gonna score it at 7.5, okay? So I have all 4 of my score lines. Now we're gonna turn it so that the short side is across the top, and we're only gonna score it at 1 1/8. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna score it at 1 1/8. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this out of my way. Just realized that I need to get my bone folder here. So we're gonna take our bone folder and we're going to make sure all of our score lines, I wanna make sure that that's all done. There we go. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut these slits all the way up to the score line because this is the bottom of the treat box and we need it to close. So we're gonna do that. Now this little guy right here, we're actually gonna cut him completely off. We don't need him. So we're just gonna cut him completely off, okay? Now I'm gonna get out my tear and tape because this little tab here is to close the box. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this out. And I'm just gonna lay it right across there and then rip that off, okay? I'm gonna get out my poker tool here so we can take that off. All right, so now an easy way to do this, instead of holding it up and lining it like this, just lay it flat. Lay this flat, go like that. Press it on both sides. Voila, you've already got the start of your box, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tuck in the little tabs here, we're gonna put one down and then we're gonna put one over. So you're gonna need some tear and tape along one of the sides of the bottom of the longer length of the box. And we're just gonna rip that off as well. And I would definitely use tear and tape and not snail. Well, Stampin' Seal, I should say. Or you can use our Stampin' Seal Plus. Now this is brand new product, so I'm assuming none of you have it because none of us have it right now. However, it is something that you can order. So the Stampin' Seal took replace of the snail, and the Stampin' Seal Plus, say those 3 times fast, took the place of something that we used to have called Fast Fuse. So it does hold a little bit more, kind of like the tear and tape, but I still like the tear and tape too, and I do use it more so for my 3D projects, okay? There we go. Look at how easy that little box was. Now, granted, I should have put my designer series paper on there, but that's okay because we're not doing it that hard, so it'll be easy. So I have our 6x6 here designer series paper, and that is a 2x8. No, that's not a 2x8. That's a 2x4. I'm sorry, 4 1/4. 2x4 1/4. And we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to set it on the top here. Now I could have put it on I'll just kind of go like this. Should have put it on before I put my project together, but that's okay. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this on. Now this shape right here is our scallop stitched, it's kind of like a little rectangle, and this is from our Stitch So Sweetly dies. I think that I use these dies every single week. So for those of you who have watched my videos, you will see that I use those dies a lot. Now I am putting dimensionals on the back because I do want to pop it up. So I'm going to pop it up and I'm just going to put it towards the bottom. Okay. There we go. Just going to leave it like that. Okay. Now with this scrap piece of white paper, we need to stamp the mason jar image, the lid, and the flowers. Okay. So I am going to come over here and I am going to stamp this image in Mint Macaron because I do not have the Just Jade ink yet. So we're going to do it in the Mint Macaron. Okay. And actually, I'm lying. I'm going to flip that over. We are not doing it in Mint Macaron. Ha! See? Everybody makes mistakes. That is not what I use. Sorry. My eyes are deceiving me this morning. I did use Pool Party. And the funny thing is I had Pool Party sitting out because I thought, oh, is that Pool Party or is it not? But it is Pool Party now that I've stamped the image in Mint Macaron. All right. So, Pool Party. Yes, there it is. There it is. All right, so we're going to do that. Then we are also going to do the top of the mason jar. Now, this is a punch, but the top of the mason jar here, you are going to just fussy cut that. So I'm just going to set that up on the top there. I should have plenty of room to punch out. And then I'm going to use my Memento ink pad because we are going to be using our blend. So I want to use my Memento ink pad. And since this image is a little bit bigger, and it is photopolymer, I am going to get out my paper piercing mat. Now I want to tell you about the paper piercing mat because Stampin' Up! Originally had this on the retired list. So it is not currently in the new catalog that started today. However, they have decided to keep it. So it is not in the new annual catalog, but it will be available all year round for you to purchase. So in my comments here, I do have the new product code for this. So that is down there for you. But it's nice to use when you're using a bigger image with your photopolymer stamps. And the reason being is because you need that cushion. Because sometimes when you go to press down, the center doesn't always come out right. So you just need that little bit of that cushion right there. Okay. Voila. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. So no, it's not in the new catalog, but yes, it's available all year round. Yay, yay, yay. And they're only $5. They are perfect. They are a must-have. Okay. So we're going to use the new mason jar punch, and we're going to punch this little guy out right here, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my paper snips here because I am going to fussy cut the lid. All right, we're gonna fussy cut the lid. I generally do like bigger scissors, but when I'm fussy cutting, that's when I really like my paper snips because I can really get into the small areas and maneuver more easily. All right, so now we're just going to cut that off because I don't want that there. All right, so now let's get to our coloring, okay? So these are the colors that I have today that I pulled out. I have the Flirty Flamingo. I have the Pool Party. Oops, my thing came off that one. I will have to redo that label. I have the Purple Posy. Now, I'm doing the combos of all of these, but With the mint macaron and the old olive, I'm only doing the light old olive and the dark mint macaron, okay? So I'm going to use the dark, I'm gonna push this up a little bit. I'm gonna use the dark mint macaron, and I'm just going to color in this flower here. I love our blends. I do. And in case you missed it, we have a brand new blend in this new catalog today. Melon Mambo came out in the blend. Woohoo! I love it. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the dark purple, but I'm just going to do the outline with the dark purples. I'm just going to kind of do the center, the outlines. Like that. Okay, and just do the outline. Same with this little flower over here. I'm just going to outline it all in the dark purple posy, because then I'm going to use the light to color it in. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the light to color it in. And if you wanted it even a little bit lighter in the center, you can always pull out your sorry. I don't know what's going on with me today. You can always pull out your color lifter, and you can just kind of go like a little bit right in there, and it'll help lighten up the colors. So if you just wanted some little extra to lighten it up, see how that's starting to lighten right there? It's not an eraser, it's just a lifter, okay? All right, so I'm going to do the same technique with the Flirty Flamingo on this one. I'm going to do all of the lines in the outline in the darker Flirty Flamingo. And then I'm just going to color the center in the lighter. And you know what? If you miss a few little lines here, it's not a big deal. That's what the blending, how the blending works. It's awesome. All right, so see how I just did it like that? And then I'm going to also do this little guy up here, and we're going to just do it like that, okay? So now I'm going to take the light, but when I color in a bigger image like that, or the center, I like to use the paintbrush side, whereas when I'm drawing the lines, I like to do the smaller side. You get more control, and it's just easier, I find anyway. All right. I did notice that I forgot to do this little flower here in the mint macaron. There we go. All right, so the leaves are going to be in the old olive. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the old olive, and I'm going to actually use this fine tip side so I have easier control. We're just going to color them completely in. These leaves here, okay? And then I am going to do, in the dark pool party, I'm going to do all these like little, I don't know, they're not really berries, but little circle flowery things. But in the light pool party is where I'm going to do these. All right, so I'm just going to do those. All right, so there we have it, okay? Now, I'm gonna get these all out of the way, and I am going to bring out my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to now put my Wink of Stella all over, okay? Because I like the shimmer of it. I love Wink of Stella. If I ever saw this on the retired list, I would cry. I would cry, I think. I'd probably call Stampin' Up and beg them, please, no. All right. I don't think I'd be alone though. I think others would join me. All right, so notice I'm gonna bring this up a little bit closer. See how we got that Wink of Stella? Pretty. All right, so now, there is no framelits for this, so we are going to fussy cut. And I will try to hurry my best to fussy cut here. All right. And while I'm fussy cutting, we'll just talk about the new catalog. I hope everyone is super excited about it. I hope you all have your new catalog. If you do not have one, please contact me, because this catalog is wonderful. Really, there's so many things in there. My wish list was never ending. I started to add up my wish list, and when I got to $2,500, I had to stop because I was a little scared. But I do still have my list, so maybe I will go back and decide. One of the best things about being a demonstrator, though, is you can earn free ones. And, you know, speaking of earning free things, if you have a large order and it's $150 or more, but you still want these make and takes, don't use this hostess code. Don't use a hostess code at all, because you will then get hostess rewards for yourself where you get free stuff. I will still see that you placed an order, and I will still send you these make and takes. But yes, do not, if your order is $150 or more, I want you to have, take advantage of the hostess dollars and get some free goodies. All right. We're just gonna fussy cut this little last bit here. And if you have any questions on it, let me know, okay? All right, so there we go. Now we have our stuff all together, okay? So I'm gonna put some dimensionals here on the back. And I'm just going to peel that off. And we're going to place, oops, right there in our center here, okay? Now we need some dimensionals on the back of our flowers too, because we're gonna pop that up, and we're gonna pop up the little one here too. And I actually do have my dimensionals that are the minis here. And if you don't have the minis, or you don't have them on hand, you can always cut up your bigger dimensionals. But since I had the minis on hand and I actually remembered them today. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put that on there. And we're gonna peel these off. And we're gonna kind of tuck it under, because I do want it to get kind of tucked under a little bit. Okay. Now, originally I had it like this. I'm like, you know what? It needs a heart. It needs a heart. So I'm putting the heart on it. Now, this little heart comes from our Dog Builder punch. I use this punch a lot. I have made quite a few dog cards, but I use it mostly for that punch, for the heart, because it just needs a heart. All right. So there you go. Now, I don't have any more Laffy Taffies here, or I mean mints, to fill my bag, or do I? No, I do not, but I do have these candies, so we'll use these candies. I've got candies all over. All right, we're not gonna need that many candies, but so the bag that we're using today is the printed gusset, I don't even know if I said that right, cellophane bags. It was with the mini catalog and it carried over. I like these because I like the print on them. It's just simple and I like the print. So we're gonna go ahead and stick some candies in here, which actually these candies are really cute because I like the colors of them. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna stick some in there like that and make sure, let's see if it, I don't wanna put too many where I can't. There we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and stick it in there because I'm gonna use the ribbon. We're gonna use the Just Jade ribbon. And then we're going to tie a bow here. Tie it tight. And then I'm gonna kind of like crinkle it up a little bit. There we go. And then we're just gonna go like this, make our little Mickey Mouse ears. And we're gonna do our little bow, okay? Yes, I said Mickey Mouse ears. It's all good. All right. Here, look at it. So we have 2 little treat bags. How cute are these? Give one of yours to your like coworker, you know, or anybody, your friend, drop it off. I know right now, like, and I know I live in Wisconsin, but I know I've seen this. I don't know if this is like a nationwide thing or if it's a Wisconsin thing or just an aerial thing. I don't even know, but they have this new thing where people are being wined, where you get a basket on your front porch and it has like maybe some snacks in it, and then there's like some wine in it, maybe some of your favorite things. It's such a sweet gesture, and it really does make people feel good, especially with 2020, the way it's been with everything. It really can kind of get you down. So getting something like that would be sweet. But how nice would these be even to make for your neighbor friends and just set it, you know, with a little card? Just something simple, cute. I know the baskets are super sweet, but maybe not everybody has the money to, you know, do all the baskets right now. So making something like this is perfect, okay? And it's always the thought that counts anyway, right? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set that basket up there. I'm going to move this candy because we're not going to use that anymore. Seriously, I don't know what's going on with me and my throat this morning, but I am going to take a drink of my drink. Sorry about that. All right, so let's move on to our card, and we are going to do the shaker card. Yay, I love this, it's so cute. But I just realized that I don't have my little shaker thing, so I will find those in a minute. So with the card, I have all the little goodies all cut and prepped right here. Okay, so I have our ribbon already bow tied. I have our card, which is an 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at it's scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of Whisper white paper here, and this Whisper white paper is measured at, usually I do it 4 by 5, but this time I did it a little bit smaller, and I did it a 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, the reason why I did it a little bit smaller is because I actually just wanted the Just Jade to be a little bit thicker around. And then this is 350 by 4 3/4. So we're going to go ahead and layer that because that's just flat. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my adhesive here, and I'm just going to place this over the Whisper white. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place the Whisper white on the cardstock. Okay. And we're just going to kind of center it there because I do want it to have like a border. Okay, perfect. All right, so I have 2 of these that I cut out, okay, because we're going to need 2 of them. One of them is going to be, because we are going to and hopefully I do this right, we have these mason jar shaker domes that are in the new catalog, and they look like this, and I believe 10 of them come in it. Let me see. Yep, 10. So 10 of them come inside. What I like about them, I'm going to go ahead and get one of those out, is that there is adhesive on the back side and this side. So once I punch this out, which I'm going to do right now, and I don't want to get too close to the bottom because I want it to be somewhat centered. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of poke this in there. I'm going to get out my poker tool and kind of just slide it in there. And I'm going to look in here to make sure that I'm kind of in the right area. And I'm going to go ahead and punch. I'm going to save this because this would be great for masking or anything. All right. So I did get it a little crooked. Yeah, I don't like that. I got it crooked. You know what? I'm going to quick punch out a new one of these. I'm really sorry. I don't like it. It's crooked, and we don't want it to be crooked, do we? No. So let me grab this and do one more. I'm just going to run it through my die cut machine. And hopefully I can do it right the second time. I know that you guys are watching me and this is taking up time and I'm sorry. All right, let's try this again. Let's try to go in this way so I can get it straight. And you know what I'm gonna do? I don't know if I can get it in this way, but we're gonna try it this way. I don't know why I didn't have this. I didn't feel like I had this much problem with it before, but. All right, I have it in straight. I'm using tweezers right now to get it in straight. Hopefully, no, that's not. Wow. Maybe I just got lucky the first time, huh? What do you think? I think I just got lucky. See, now I'm all paranoid I'm gonna get this crooked again. I know I'm taking up a lot of your time here. You know what I think is going to be the best for you guys? The light bulb just came on. Maybe punching first and then doing the die. So when I say that, let me show you what I mean, because we're going to do that. I want to teach you guys right. So let's cut off a piece of white paper. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to just take a piece of white paper like this. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna punch, okay? So now we have this image, right? This will prevent us from not getting it crooked. See, we're learning together, yay. So now what I'm gonna do is instead of doing it the opposite way, now I'm gonna lay this like this. That way I can see exactly where it's centered. See, there we go. All right, now we're on it. There, yay. All right, so now we have it. Perfect, not perfect, but it's good enough. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to take the top part of this off. I'm just gonna kind of take my tool there. All right, and I am going to lay this down. Notice I didn't take the back side off. I did not take the back side off because I want to set this down. I don't want to stick, but I do want to stick to this. So I'm going to just kind of lay that down, okay? And I'm going to rub my fingers all the way around it, okay? So the back side is still intact, okay? All right, so now I need my pool party, and we are going to just do the little water part. And actually, maybe I shouldn't have done that dome yet. I could have gone right in the center there, but I'm just gonna eyeball it because that's what I did the first time. There we go. All right, so we got that. Now I just need the little beads, and the little beads also come with this suite. And I'm just gonna grab them. They are called Flowers for Every Season gems. And I'm gonna bring them up a little bit closer. So these are the gems. I picked originally just the clear ones out, but the green ones are cute too. But for this, I'm gonna go ahead and just pick out the clear ones. Now, notice how I just stamped this image with Pool Party. I'm gonna take my light Pool Party blend, and I'm just gonna kind of color in the center of that, okay? I just want it to be colored in the center because I want it to look like water. All right, so we're gonna do that. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to pick some clear ones here. Let's see how many clear ones I can get. Probably should have done this ahead of time, but again, you can put the green ones in too. In fact, you know what? Let's put the green ones in. Let's see what it looks like with both ways. All right. And how many you put in is up to you. I mean, you can put a little in, you can put a lot in. I am going to put a couple more green ones in there. All right. Let's set that aside. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel the back of this off now. without flipping this and dumping it. Okay, there's that. All right, now, because I cut these out and they're the same shapes, I should be able just to go like this. There we go. There we go. See, oh, I think that looks cute with the green too. Gives it a little something extra. All right, so I'm gonna put on the back of this dimensionals because we're gonna go ahead. And this card is definitely probably not a card you're gonna be able to use through the postal service. I think it would squish it. So this would definitely be a card that you would probably want to not do that. And we're gonna go ahead and put my bow on too. We're gonna go ahead and get this on there. So I already have my ribbon and I already have it bowed, and I'm just gonna put a glue dot. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do that. All right, there, so there's the start of it. So now what we have left, which I don't know, right here, we have this little piece right here, and then I am gonna get a new piece of Whisper White. Just grab a piece of scrap, that's all we're doing here. Because now we're gonna do our flowers for this. So we'll do our flowers. Grab my paper piercing mat again, and I'm just gonna go like this. I know I'm doing it like this. Some people do it like this. Some people do it like this. I don't know why I find that I can get it. I think for me, like when I'm using the memento, I like it when the image is black and very clear. And it's not like, looks like it needs to be re-inked. And I find I get that image better when I flip it upside down and I press that way. See, there we go. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna color these. So I am going to get out the Flirty Flamingo again, and we're gonna do all of the lines of the Flirty Flamingo and all the flowers here. So I am curious to know, what is your favorite bundle or suite or stamp sets? I would love for you to put that in the comment of what your favorite is. All right, so we're gonna outline that. Then on the inside again, I'm gonna color it in the light. I have a lot of favorites. I don't know if I could just pick one. Maybe we could pick them in categories. I really do. My list is just crazy. All right, so I'm gonna take the purple posy and I'm gonna color this flower in that. I'm gonna color down here in that. I'm gonna do the leaves and the stems and the old olive. Usually there we go. Usually my videos are a little bit less time, but I hope you guys stick with me because there's a lot of cool stuff in here. So then we got these. I'm going to use the dark mint macaron. I do love this set. It is so pretty. And not to take time away from it, but look at the sunflower one too. Oh, so pretty. Love it, love it. All right, and now I'm gonna do macaron. Oh, no, I'm sorry, pool party. I'm gonna do the pool party in these. Now Just Jade, which is a new in color, that comes in a blend too. In fact, all of them come in a blend except for Bumblebee. So Bumblebee is the only one that does not, but they all come in the blends besides that one. And I'm super excited. Again, that was something that, as demonstrators, that was not on the pre-order list. So we were not able to get that right away. So I will be ordering that today as well. All right, got my Wink of Stella. I think I better order a couple more of those because I feel like that's running out of juice. All right, now I'm not like perfect about fussy cutting around these. I know there's some people that are absolutely perfect at it, and then there's some people who absolutely hate fussy cutting. I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, but I certainly don't get in every nick and cranny. So I'm just gonna kind of go like that. Go like that. And we are almost done here. And go like that. There, see? Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pop dot this up. Do one there, and one there. And we are almost done. We just need to heat emboss our sentiment that says thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this right up here. All right, so now we just need to heat emboss our sentiment that says thank you. So I have my coffee filter here, and I am going to go ahead and I'm going to open this up and get it ready. I'm using white embossing powder, and I'm just using my Versamark, okay? And I'm gonna stamp the image that says thank you on there. And then I'm going to sprinkle my embossing powder, and then I'm gonna tap it off, okay? I'm gonna set that aside. You can go ahead and set that aside. It's not gonna go anywhere. And right now what I'm gonna do, I use these coffee filters. I do have a tray that Stampin' Up used to sell. They no longer sell them anymore, but you can buy the trays at other places, other craft stores. But you know, if you want something that's easy, especially like if you're doing classes or anything like that, or you have multiple people using it, just get a coffee filter. They work so nice. I mean, easy peasy, and they're very cheap. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick this up, and I'm actually going to hold it with my tweezers because I'm gonna use my heat emboss, and I don't wanna burn my hands here. So I do have my heat emboss gun, which I'm going to, so I have my heat tool here, and I'm just gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn on to the highest one. And then we're just gonna heat emboss this. And you'll be able to see it here in a minute. It'll get white and shiny. There we go. I was gonna say. All right, stop that. And then I'm going to go ahead and I did trim this down a little bit. And so I am gonna go ahead and do the same thing. I'm just gonna take my scissors, my paper snips, and I'm just gonna kind of trim it down a little bit. Okay. I'm going to, and you don't have to, I mean, that's optional. You could have left it at bigger, but I just wanted it a little bit smaller, so I trimmed it down a little bit. And I am going to use my mini dimensionals again because it is a smaller piece. And then we're just gonna apply it right across the top here. All right, voila. So it looks cute with just the clear little gems and with the green ones. I like them with both. Very cute. So here are the projects, you guys. Today's a big day. It's day that you can order out of the catalog. Okay, so here are the projects. Super exciting. Remember, use this hostess code with the $35 minimum order. But if you have 150 or more, don't use it. You collect the hostess dollars. You will still get the projects. You'll get both of these and you'll get next week's projects. And next week's projects are all new product too. So lots of new fun stuff. Again, if you have not gotten a catalog yet, please contact me and we will get you one. I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel under Amanda Waldhart, especially if you liked the video. That is where I post all of my videos and then I post them to my blog. If you subscribe to my blog, which is my email mailing list, that is where you'll get information that I have for different classes, events, online classes, specials, all kinds of things. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me. We had a little bit of a challenge on that one, but I'm kind of glad it worked out the way it did because it was a lot easier to punch first, then do the framelit. So great tip. So hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next Wednesday for the Weekly Wednesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.